Hey guys, welcome back to Mondays at the Museum. I'm Carrie and I'm here at the Anna Bemis Palmer Museum in York, Nebraska. So today's episode is going to be about food, or more specifically, the kitchen area of our Analog Anthology. As I know, it is Thanksgiving week and that is on a lot of your minds. This section is aptly named, It's the Yeast You Can Do. Okay, going left to right, starting off with the butter churners. And if you thought that wasn't enough, here's more. But we've got cedar churns. Here's a 4-gallon. Here's a 3-gallon. We've got stone churns, 2, 3, 4-gallon, and an extra churn. We've got glass churns. The one on the left says that it was patented in 1922. So basically, take your pick on that one. Moving on, top row. Here's a communion pitcher, and yes, I have a fabulous holiday sweater. Communion pitcher from the Baptist Congregational Church, sugar holder that actually belonged to Anna Bemis Palmer. Got a coffee pot. Well, the caster set is really cool. From the 1860s, vintage Dr. Pepper bottle there. That is a colander there. The vegetable slicer seems pretty handy. This is like a bottle. So it's cardboard lids, and they're replaceable. Came from the creamery. My favorite thing over here is probably this rotary egg beater, just because they are super cool. Circa 1950. You've got some cookie cutters. I think is it a chicken? Is it a duck? I don't know. Heart shaped. Here is a waffle maker, patented in 1908. At the bottom, you've got a coffee grinder. You've got a cherry pitter. Here is a meat grinder, circa 1898. There's some laundry soap and a dishpan there in the corner. Then along the wall, you have a couple of 1-gallon jugs. This one on the right is actually donated by the City of York Street Department. Wondering where they found that one. This toaster from Tom and Carol Miller is definitely never getting plugged in because that just screams fire. And there is a vacuum cleaner from 1937. Now we have a couple of stoves. This one on the left, they said that you could use it for boiling water. You could also use it for laundry, stuff like that. But it is a cast iron wood stove made in Illinois. Comes with a couple of iron kettles there, circa 1800s. And then here on the right, we have a kerosene stove. This one says 1938-ish for this particular Ivanhoe model. Tea kettle there from 1910, which is pretty cool. Moving on to the table, there's this iron muffin pan, cast iron skillet. This actually is a Dutch oven. It says it is from 1871. Oh, we used to have a bakery here called the Troffels Bakery. This is a pumpkin pie funnel, a nut crusher, and a donut roller, which I think is so cool. We've got our little scale here for measuring. There's a wooden spoon, a rolling pin, and then this says it's a potato masher, but it was made from a tree branch in 1870. You've got your butter mold, butter bowl and paddle. And then you pick your poison here. All of these coffee grinders / spice grinders. This one actually belonged to Anna Bemis Palmer. And then back to the wall. This is a 100-pound hanging scale there. You just hung stuff from the hook. Here's another spice grinder. It says 1890. Then we have 2 apple butter stirs. This one says 1880. This large one says 1812. And then what looks like an industrial-sized potato masher, but it was donated by the First United Methodist Church. I am not Methodist. You guys are going to have to tell me in the comment section. Do you guys eat a lot of potatoes? Is there a big need for an industrial-sized masher? And that is the nickel tour of the It's the Yeast You Can Do section of our Analog Anthology up until the end of February. We here at the museum would love to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Hope that you have fun with your family and your friends, and as always, great food. We'll see you next week.